Hard work isn't failing you. The system just stopped rewarding it, and most people are still operating as if nothing changed. For decades, people were given a simple formula: work hard, be reliable, stay loyal, be patient, and eventually things will work out. That advice wasn't a lie at the time. It worked in the system it came from. But the problem is that advice outlived the system it was designed for. There was a period where effort and reward were tightly connected. Factories needed people on the floor. Offices needed humans for every process. Businesses scaled by adding more workers. Output depended on time, and time depended on people. If you worked harder, you produced more. If you produced more, you were valued more. If you were valued more, you were rewarded. The system needed effort, so it paid for it. That's why older generations believed so strongly in hard work. Their environment reinforced it. Their experience confirmed it. In that system, discipline and effort actually moved the needle. But systems don't stay static. Technology began removing friction. Automation began replacing repetition. Software began replacing departments. Tasks that once required people started requiring processes instead. Quietly, the system shifted away from labor and toward leverage. And here's the part most people missed. The system didn't announce the change. It didn't warn anyone. It just adjusted what it rewarded. Effort stopped being the differentiator. Leverage became the new currency. Leverage means the ability to produce results without proportional effort. It means using tools, systems, and structure to amplify output. It means separating time from value. In the modern system, effort is no longer rare. Billions of people are willing to work hard. What's rare is leverage. That's why productivity keeps rising, while wages stay flat. That's why people feel like they're working more and earning less. That's why burnout is becoming normal instead of exceptional. The system no longer asks how hard you worked. It asks how scalable the thing you control is. Effort is linear. 1 hour gives you 1 hour of output. Systems are exponential. One system can produce value continuously without rest. Once that distinction matters, effort alone loses its negotiating power. This is also why loyalty stopped paying. Loyalty made sense when replacing a worker was expensive. Now, systems replace people silently, and loyalty has no leverage against automation. AI didn't create this reality. It exposed it. Automation was already changing the rules. AI simply made the gap impossible to ignore. When one tool can do the work of 10 people, effort stops being impressive. Position becomes everything. This is why the real divide isn't between hard workers and lazy people. It's between people who understand systems and people who don't. The system now favors those who build, control, or position themselves around leverage. Everyone else feels pressure without understanding why. When people realize hard work isn't paying like it used to, most of them respond the same way. They double down, work longer hours. They sacrifice more time. They push harder. That response feels responsible. It feels disciplined. It feels mature. But it's also the trap. It doesn't increase leverage. It doesn't change positioning. It just deepens dependency. You cannot outwork a system that rewards tools over time. You cannot hustle your way past leverage. You cannot effort your way into ownership. Hard work still has value, but only when it's applied to the right layer of the system. Hard work applied to labor leads to fatigue. Hard work applied to leverage leads to freedom. The modern system rewards a specific set of behaviors. It rewards skills that scale. It rewards tools that remove dependency on time. It rewards ownership even in small amounts. It rewards distribution, attention, and reach. It rewards people who direct effort instead of performing it. This doesn't mean everyone needs to quit working hard. It means hard work must be redirected. The question is no longer how hard can I work? The question is, what does my effort build? Does it build something that runs without me? Does it create leverage? Does it increase control? Or does it reset to zero every day? Most people never ask those questions because they were never taught to. They were taught to behave correctly inside the system, not to understand it. Once you understand what the system actually rewards, your behavior changes naturally. You stop chasing approval. You stop glorifying exhaustion. You stop measuring success by effort alone. You start thinking in terms of structure, in terms of positioning, in terms of leverage. Hard work isn't dead. But it's no longer the strategy by itself. And the people who figure that out early don't look lucky. They look like they're playing a different game, because they are. If this made sense, subscribe. At System Exposed, we don't motivate you. We don't sell shortcuts. We break down the systems shaping your life so you can move with clarity instead of confusion. Once you see the system clearly, you can't unsee it.